Hey, what's up, everybody? We're here for the next episode of the Pro-Forma Playbook, and I'm super excited to be joined by a couple of entrepreneurs and startup experts. My friend Ohad and Nir are here from Tel Aviv, but before we jump into them and what they're doing at Think Up, I wanted to remind you, we got this pitch competition coming up. $50,000 is on the line. That's a whole lot of money. I've already submitted 3 applications for 3 business ideas. No, I'm just kidding. But actually, maybe I should. I don't know. That's a lot of money on the line. So we're very excited. And thank you to Eagle Venture for putting up the 50K and just for inspiring and giving an opportunity for all of you entrepreneurs out there that are trying to change the world, solve real problems through technology. So I'd encourage you, if you're a founder and you're raising, we'd love to hear from you. Go ahead and submit the form so we can get your application and put you on the list. And then also, if you're a seasoned entrepreneur, investor, and you just for some reason are a glutton for punishment and love looking at pitch decks, and you want to look at startups and provide some feedback and insights, we'd love to hear from you. And feel free to reach out to the Eagle Venture team, or you can DM myself, and we'll have that conversation of how we can get you plugged in. So without further ado, I'm very excited to have my 2 friends, Nir and Ohad, here. Guys, how's it going?
Yeah, it's going great. Going great.
Awesome. Happy to be here.
Excellent. Yeah, good to see you guys. Now I know you both. Give us a little bit of background. How long you guys been working with startups, and what's kind of like your journey been up until this point? Ohad, I'll let you go first, then we can toss it over to Nir.
Sure. So I've been working with startups for the last couple of decades. We ran a family office of our own, early stage and late stage, clean tech, software, gaming, you name it. Life science, and I've been an angel investor, highly active for the past 10 years, and created a couple of my own startups, including Think Up, in the last 5 to 7 years. So startups runs through our veins and bloods. It's that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, awesome. And yeah, I mean, listen, you guys are in the startup capital of the world, right?
Innovation. Yeah,
exactly. The hub of innovation. I love it. Now, my man Nir, I want to hear from you. Now, Nir and I, we go back, man, and we actually had the opportunity to sit down. For those of you that don't know, man, we had an opportunity to sit down. I traveled to Tel Aviv, and we had a wonderful dinner together, our families, and had a great time getting to know each other better. And it's awesome. I love you and your family, my brother. And but give us an intro.
Yeah, so in the last 20 years, all about B2B, B2Cs, combining marketing, product, and investments. I love to work with startups on their investment readiness in general, being ready to raise funds. And I joined Think Up more than a year ago. And we are trying to make nice things here in Israel, but globally. So happy to be here.
Thank you for not being selfish with your ideas. I appreciate that you share the best ones with everybody. It's cool. I love like all the innovation that comes out of Israel is just incredible. And I'd love to unpack. Tell me real quick, like just let us know, what is Think Up? What are you guys building? And how could that relate to maybe the audience that's watching this and maybe attending the pitch competition?
Yeah. So, we love innovation. We're strong believers in innovation. It drives society growth and evolution. And our mission is to help entrepreneurs create successful startups. That's our mission in life. And, there's lots of things you have to be knowledgeable about when you create a startup. You have to know your market, your competitors. You have to be a product person. You have to be a marketing person, a business person, a tech person. And it's very difficult. And you have very limited resources, no funds, no time. You have to be running really fast going forward. It's a roller coaster, mentally speaking, emotionally speaking, very heavy duty. And we're here to support you. All the entrepreneurs, there are proven methodologies, established, proven best practices. You don't have to reinvent the wheel every time on your own. So we've got you covered, and we've got a great platform for you, a step-by-step task and the data. a bit easier, with a bit more professional, with higher chances of success, leading you to product market fit.
Excellent. You cut out just a little bit there, but Nir, why don't you jump in? Tell us a little bit more about the platform. I understand the methodology, and that's really come after, that you've gotten there after years and years and years of just looking at startups and understanding that validation phase, which is so critical. And the human tendency is just to skip over it in the excitement of your new idea, and that can be really costly. So Nir, tell us about, like, what does the platform look like, and what is the experience like, and how does it solve the problem?
Yeah, so the key idea here is that, all of us have ideas at some point of time.
Too many.
But so few are taking this idea and establishing it into a market-ready and further ahead funded-ready venture. So, and the support that you have all around us are either you go to Google and search some things, or you go to a program, a predefined 3-month, 2-month program, and that is more or less what you have. And what we thought of is having, a tool that you can sit in front, person on the computer and just go through and build your idea further. So that's what we have. We have a platform. You start by, let us know what is your idea. Of course, everything is private and secure. And then you start building it. So and all of the time, as you go through the platform, you get help from the platform. So, for example, let's think that you thought of an idea, a problem that you solve, okay? And you may have some kind of some users that you think could be relevant to your solution, right? So you write it down on the code, you add it to the computer, to the platform, but then the platform gives you additional users that you didn't thought of, but you say, hey, these are good ones. Let add those, and you add those. So, and then further ahead, what are the needs and the pains? So may think of needs and pains, but the platform again guide you and help you in finding more ideas and deep dive into the the personas and so on and so forth. And further ahead, it goes competition and product concept and go-to-market strategy and business model and all of those steps till you get a solid idea.
That's amazing. It's like an accelerator in a box.
It's exactly what it is. Without self-paced, without the need to go by someone else's schedule.
Right. Yeah. Enroll, go to classes, wait weeks, months, talk to people, learn, take notes, pass tests. All that stuff.
Yeah.
I love that.
And again, it's all based on methodologies and it guides you.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Yeah. Excellent. I love that. And I've truly never seen a platform like that, what you guys have built, it's incredible. I've got a couple ideas I need to put it through. But if you're at the stage, where maybe you're coming to a pitch competition like this and you're thinking, I'm ready. And maybe you're feeling some doubts, maybe there's some gaps, and this is part of the journey, right? Like if you come to a pitch competition and these great judges are going to give you some feedback, go to Think Up, use the platform, round out some of those, those rough edges on your positioning, your messaging, your pitch, all of that stuff. That's what they're there to solve. So I think it's perfect for the pitch competition, our audience. I want to talk now about maybe some commonalities in startups that you see that make it and those that fail. What are some just practical insights and tips from an investor standpoint that you can give to founders just to help them out, especially as they're approaching like a pitch competition? What do you think, Ohad?
Okay, I think you have to have a lot of product background, because it's a lot about understanding your customers, first of all. Their pains, their needs, how to interview them, how to validate their answers, the interviews. So you've got to have a lot of product background, not just technical. And the team has to be diverse to complement each other. And I think there's a lot of guidelines that you have to go through. Just make sure that you validate each step of the way. That's the biggest main thing you have to do initially.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Good. What are some of your thoughts in here?
Yeah. So I think the 3 T's that are famous, so tech, team, and TAM, which is the market, are usually kind of the earliest indicator that you, as an investor, look when you assess or judge a startup or a presentation or presentation. So these are the ones that I'm mostly focused on, because again, you could have a great business, business that I would say linearly grow and can do a living, really nice one, but it doesn't necessarily fit the tech, the VC, the venture funding in general, because it has some characteristics that need to be met. The speed of growth, the hockey stick that you need to grow by. If you don't have a big enough market, it won't grow. So this is why the TAM is so important. And of course, as Ohad said, the team and the tech.
Yep. The 3 T's. I love that.
Yeah.
For some reason, I've never heard that, as crazy as that sounds.
So think about it like a Venn diagram, like three ones.
Yep.
If you're in the middle, you're good.
You're golden. That's it. That's cool. I love that. Excellent. And thinking about this 50,000, what are some of the first couple of areas that consistently, where do you put that gas in the car? What bucket do you put that 50,000 into? What's usually like at the top of founders' minds? Like, where should they be focusing?
I'll start, and then maybe you add. So in a way, if this is your first check, don't put it on marketing. Do your own marketing. Don't put it in sale. Do your own sale. Founder-led marketing or sales is key. You need to know it's on you. So this is the first thing. Also, I'm not so sure about going and if we're talking as a real first check, don't necessarily code anything yet. Go out and research and interview the right people. Ask them the right questions. And validate assumptions. Then once you have, a solid indicator or signals that are, people want this, waiting for this. It's not solved by other means, or maybe it's solved by other means, but not as great as they wish it could be. Only then start, injecting money that you get, the check that you get, and push forward.
Would it be wrong for a founder to go and get a steak dinner to celebrate?
That's what I wanted to say. Focus on foods and drinks.
Exactly. Go on vacation, buy a steak, get a tan.
Is that what it's gonna provide you for? $50,000 is not a lot of money. You have to rethink it over and over again. You have to code yourself. Start the marketing automation as much as you can by yourself, and leave it for other stuff. Maybe if you have to outsource something, easy for that. Try to be.
I jump, Matt. I'll jump here. I don't know if you plan to ask something about financial modeling and so on and so forth, but so early stage founders usually see that financial modeling for 3 years, for 5 years ahead, as a tool they need to have for investors coming in, doing due diligence or whatever the checks that they did. So kind of something to show others. But if you work, if you take it seriously early on, it should be for yourself. You need to structure a model, and and once you do that, once you think deeply enough, what do you spend money on? When do you hire new people? When you're going to start seeing, early customers, users, and then customers, then and build it on a model, create a model. Then the answer to what you asked us before, the 50K, where do you spend it, become more, more or less coherent.
Yep.
You see the picture.
Yep.
You decide where you want to allocate it.
Yeah. Just like you need to have clarity to a degree, of what the direction of your product should be or your platform, right? You should also have direction and clarity on where you allocate the finances, and earlier on, the harder that is. But I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think that's where Think Up could really help out, right?
Yeah. That's
to a degree. Yeah. Yeah. And what's really cool is that the connection between, so again, just to clarify, we have Think Up on the front end, idea stage, and then we have Pro-Forma on the other side, which once you're ready and you've got some more clarity and you're ready to take that next step and really grow, your company. Pro-Forma is a great tool then that can kind of provide those deeper analytics and more robust, data and insights for the next stage of your journey. So you guys are good partners in that regard. But yeah, no, that's good. And the failure rate for startups is I don't know what the statistic is. Does anybody know that off the top of your head?
90%, I think, in the first 12 months. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's tough. Tough, very tough.
So the key, by the way, the key idea here is that if you know that this is a statistic, you're working with, that means you need to make the most out of everything. So if you meet investors, for example, or if you do this pitching competition, it's one thing to pitch and hear the no, or not getting the prize, and it's another thing to get insights out of it. And I like what you said before. I mean, get insights about where you are strong and where you're weak, and your messaging are not good enough, or your content is not, more than the messaging, if the content is not convincing enough, if it doesn't make sense to people that are having an idea about the market that you're working on, that's where what I think it's a mindset that early stage founders needs to have.
Yeah,
it's much more mature.
Yes, agreed. Yeah, and speaking of maturity, like taking no's is hard, right? Rejection is hard. Failure is hard. Ohad, what are some tips you might give to founders that are coming to this competition, and maybe it's not their first, maybe it's their second, their third, their fourth, their fifth, and they keep getting no. What should they be thinking and how should they be feeling?
Yeah, well, I could say, resilience and grit are key factors here. But, I think Phil Graham wrote an essay just recently about, are you stubborn or you've got resilience? So, it's a bit hard to figure out, are you going in the right track? It's just going to take you more time, or just listen out. Are you wrong? Are your assumptions wrong? Make sure you've validated your assumptions. And just make sure you listen to people that tell you might be a bit off, and try to leverage that. That's what I try to do every day. Try to leverage it. Yeah, that's the key. That's the key.
Feedback. The shorter you can make that feedback loop, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The faster you can iterate it and grow. Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you can never tell when to stop. You're an entrepreneur. That's your baby. That's your dream. Just make sure you're listening. Just make sure you're trying to actually listen. Yeah. Listen to your customers, your friends, investors.
Yep. Good stuff. Yeah. Good insights. Well, guys, any last thoughts? Are you excited for the pitch competition?
Yeah, absolutely. We're looking for the deal flow for the entrepreneurs. We want to support them, to help them. Hopefully, we got some great insights for them that can help them even if they don't get that 50K.
Yep.
And maybe the one that wins the 50K will, invite everyone for a steak, a good steak.
Hey, I mean, it's more than enough to invite a few people.
Yeah.
And for the record, I like a medium rare filet mignon, bacon wrapped. Okay.
Yeah.
Just putting it out there,
Large or extra large?
Extra large. I live in Texas.
Exactly. I thought so.
Exactly. Yeah, guys. Well, thank you so much for your time, and it's just been a pleasure to chat. Again, guys, reach out to Nir and Ohad. Follow them on LinkedIn. Follow what they're doing at Think Up, and if it's relevant, would highly encourage you just reach out, check out the platform, and if you've had one idea, chances are you're going to have a second, and you're probably going to have a third. So you should probably get to know these guys and learn about the platform regardless, because idea people are always idea people. So pitch competition's coming up. Thank you, Pro-Forma, for putting this together. And again, they've got all the tools in addition in partnership with Think Up to help grow your startup. That's what we're talking about. Idea to exit. Man, that's really the vision, right? That's what everybody wants. So we can make that happen. So guys, thank you. My name is Matt Cretzman, and I forgot to introduce myself. I'm actually the founder of a marketing agency. You need help marketing your business, let me know. LeadStorm AI is our platform that can help you all-in-one sales and marketing automation. And then just came out with a book, guys. I need to send you all a copy. Did you see this?
Yeah.
The LinkedIn Advantage. Exactly. Yep. So just finished that book. If you're looking to win on LinkedIn, I'm here to help. So on behalf of everybody, thank you so much, y'all. Signing off. We'll see you at the pitch competition.